Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Awesome Learning, and the next video of Principle of Inheritance and Variations is genetic disorder and pedigree analysis. First we will be talking about the genetic disorder. I will be discussing another video on pedigree analysis, I will be doing there. Controlled crosses are not possible in case of human beings as are possible in pea plants, right? In pea plants there were controlled crosses. We could decide which character we want to keep in the next generation and which we do not want to keep in the next generation. But this control cannot be done in human beings. Okay, so what is the definition? Study of family history about inheritance of a particular trait for several generations is called pedigree analysis. Now here in this, what we try to study, suppose there is a particular character or a trait and we want to study from where did that child get that character or a trait, either from father or mother or from the back history of his family. That study will help us to know that the child has got a particular character from which parent and from which family, and this is represented by a chart. We called it as pedigree chart, and the study is called pedigree analysis. So there are certain diseases here which we need to use this pedigree to study those diseases, a special trait or a special abnormality or a special kind of disease. So this pedigree analysis is of great help. Now let me take up few diseases here. Children, before discussing a few diseases, let me tell you one thing. Mendelian disorders. We are now discussing about Mendelian disorders. Why do we call these disorders as Mendelian disorders? Because the Mendelian factor was gene. Mendel called gene as factor. You remember in the beginning of the chapter I had told you that Mendel called genes as factors. So mainly these disorders are by alteration or mutation in a single gene. So these are the disorders which are caused in the mutation or a change in the single particular gene. These disorders are transmitted to the offsprings from Mendelian principle of inheritance. Mendelian principle of inheritance, which we have already done. Okay. The pattern of inheritance of such Mendelian disorders can be traced in a family by pedigree analysis. So there are many common diseases of Mendelian disorders. You have to remember these, that all these disorders are Mendelian disorders. Why? Because they are the disorders caused due to the mutation or alteration in a particular gene, like hemophilia, cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, color blindness, phenylketonuria, and thalassemia. Now, the first disorder that we are going to do here today is color blindness. Children, it is a sex-linked recessive disorder. Now you have to understand all the terms. Why do we call it as sex-linked? Why do we call it as sex-linked? Because it is present on the sex chromosomes. So this gene, this particular disorder is sex-linked. It will be transferred from a particular sex chromosome, and it is a recessive disorder. That means recessive disorder will only occur when both the characters are recessive, both the genes are recessive. If there is, like if you remember, small t, that was a recessive one, dwarf, remember. So to become a plant, to become dwarf, it should get both the small t's. If it is getting only one small t, it won't be dwarf, it will be tall. But if it is getting both the small t's, then it is recessive. So this is a recessive disorder. That means if a person has to be color blind, he should get both the defective genes, then only he will be colorblind. If he gets only one defective gene, if he gets only one defective gene, he will be a carrier, he won't be a colorblind, right? So it is a sex linked. You understand, sex linked means sex chromosomes are carrying it, and why recessive? I just told you. defect in either red or green cone of the eye. Now you remember I have certain cells, rods and cones, which are responsible for particular good eyesight, out of which cones are representing the color. If you remember, cones represent the color. So this is a defect. Color blindness is a defect in which red or green cone of the eye has a particular defect, due to which the person is not able to discriminate between red and green color. The person cannot discriminate or they differentiate between red and green color. This defect is due to mutation. Now I already told you what is mutation in certain genes. Because why genes? Because this is Mendelian disorder, genetic disorder. So mutation in genes, and where are these genes present? In the X chromosome. So X chromosome is the sex chromosome. X chromosome is the sex chromosome. That is why we call this disease as sex link. Now it occurs in about 8% of males. Remember this, 8% of males, and only 0.4% in females. Now this is to be understood very carefully why females have very little ratio of color blindness. Children, because this is a recessive disorder. Okay, this is a recessive disorder, so only 0.4% females can have this disorder, only and 8% males can have color blindness. This is because why? The genes that led to red or green color blindness are on the X chromosome. I already told you that these genes, red and green color blindness genes, are present on X chromosomes, and males get only one X chromosome. Males will get only one X chromosome and females will get two X chromosomes. Okay, so for a female to become color blind, she has to have these genes on both the X chromosomes, then only she will be color blind. Okay, so the son of a woman. Now children, please pay attention here. The son is male, XY chromosome of a woman who carries the gene. Now woman is not a color blind person. She is not color blind. See, if you see here, women is not color blind. Why is she not color blind? Because only one X is carrying the gene. Other X is normal. So she is only a carrier. She is not color blind. But she has been married to a husband who is normal. The husband is normal. Now what gametes will she get? You see, she will get either one gamete will be X, the other gamete will be XC, and the male will get one X and one Y. And when you make a cross of these, what are you getting? See, XX, that is normal girl, XY, normal boy, XCX, that is carrier girl, and XCY, that is color blind boy. You see, now I hope you must have understood this line, that why 8% males are color blind and only 0.4% females, because this is a recessive disorder. If a female has to be color blind, then she has to have both the genes as XC and XC. Then only she can be a color blind. Otherwise, she will be a carrier. But in case of males, because Y chromosome do not have this gene, so that is excluded, and only one X chromosome is there, and that too is carrying a C gene, which is a colorblind gene. That is why the boy or the male is colorblind. So remember, 50% chance of being colorblind. So the sons, if this couple is married, then 50% chances will be there that their son will be colorblind. But daughters won't be colorblind in this case. The mother is not herself colorblind, but the gene is recessive. That means, the gene is there, but she is a carrier. That means that its effect is suppressed here in female. In this women, this gene is suppressed. That is why the woman is not colorblind. If it would have expressed itself, then the woman would also have been colorblind. But here, because the gene is not expressing, this shows that this gene is recessive. Now, a daughter will not normally be colorblind. Either the daughter will be normal or she will be a carrier, but she won't be a colorblind. Okay, I hope this is clear now. Next disease, children, is hemophilia. Let me show you. Uh, Now see, this particular disease is very famous because of the because this has been found in the family of Queen Victoria, the Queen of England. She has this pedigree in her family, and she has hemophilic males. Or again, this disease is actually present in males. Heterozygous female, that is, female is carrier, you see here. This is also a recessive disorder. Again, the female is carrier. She is not hemophilic. Why is she not hemophilic? Because the gene which is carrying H is recessive. It is suppressed. So it will not express itself here. So that is why female is carrier and male is normal. See, the male is normal. Now when they got married, so what are the gametes they are getting? X and XH, here X and Y. And when these gametes are fused, the result that we get is a normal girl, then a carrier girl, normal boy, and a hemophilic boy. Now again the same case here. Why? Because the gene for hemophilia is present on X chromosome. That is why, and it is a recessive disease. Okay, so that is, and sex linked also. So it was passed on from mother. This X, from where did the boy get this X? The boy got this XH from her mother, and he got Y from his father. So the mother is passing on this hemophilic gene to the boy, and because of that, the boy is hemophilic. Okay, now if this is the case, you see, now female is normal. She is not even carrier. She is not even carrier. She is a normal female, and the male is hemophilic. Now what will be the result? See, I am getting a carrier female, then a normal boy, then again a carrier female and a normal boy. Now in this case, the boys will be normal and the females will be carrier. Why? Because every time a boy is getting Y chromosome from father, every time the boy is getting Y chromosome from father, the boy will not get XH from fathers. So the boys will get Y chromosome from father, and Y is not having any gene. But the girls are always given XH chromosome. Because of that, the girls are normal. Carrier. The girls are not normal, they are carrier. Now, but if this is the situation, the female is carrier and father is hemophilic. Now see what happens. These are the gametes that we will be getting, and what are the options here? The first, if this is the option, or if this is the case, the girl is carrier. But if this is the case, the girl is hemophilic and she will die. Okay, and if this is the situation, XHY, it is a XY, then it is a normal boy. But if this is the situation, a hemophilic boy. Okay, so this is how hemophilia occurs in males, human body, that is males and females.